Jonah was called by God to go to Nineveh. And he felt he could run away from God. So he boarded a ship going to Tarshish. The people that were going to Tarshish were on their right destination, but Jonah was not part of the agreement. When they began to suffer significant crisis, they drew lots and found out that it was Jonah. But before they drew lots, Jonah was sleeping in the belly of the ship. Let me say this very instructively, beloved. When you understand the assignment that you have been given by God, every other thing other than that assignment is a distraction. When you understand the assignment that you have been given to by God, listen, brethren, I love the piano. I would love to play the piano. But I have an understanding that my calling concerning God and life is not in the piano. It is not in the place. So when I say rise now by the leadership of the Holy Spirit, night is coming. You will dissipate the times of your life if you are struggling in another man's area. If you are determined to occupy another man's position so that you can flourish in his own field. Listen, the script of my life has never been the script of your life. It is one of the greatest errors of humanity. Someone can put something out there on social media and they will get likes. You put it there and nobody's liking it. And you're worried about what is wrong with me. It is not in the calling of God for your life. Some people can do certain things. So when we say rise now, it is first and foremost a call to action. Jesus says something here. I must walk the works of him. Now the works of him is the assignment you have been called to, the purpose you have been called for. I have said before now, please make sure your life matter and do not be matter. Matter is anything that has with an occupied space. When someone meets you and they say, I think I know you from somewhere, it's of two things, much more than two things. That person never had a relationship with you. That person never connected with you. That person does not know you. Or you did not create a challenge or a solution in that person's life. For many of us, eternity is assured because of Jesus. So it's impracticable for us to dispense with Jesus, to say that we do not know him. He said here that God gave me an assignment. When Jesus showed up and different peoples outside the tribe of Israel came to meet him, Jesus said, no, I was not sent to you. In the original constitution, I was sent to the lordship of Israel. I know that from the lordship of Israel, I'm getting the whole world. So my mandate is clear. When Paul received the calling of God, he was excited. He rushed to the Jews. They almost destroyed his destiny. And then he said, no, now I go to the Gentiles. And then he became a mighty apostle to the Gentiles. And he said, I am to the Gentiles what Peter is to the Jews. But the question is this. In the initial stage, who sent him to the Jews? He assumed. Listen, brethren. In the calling of your life, there is no room for assumption. In the calling of God upon your life, there are no rooms for assumption. In the calling of God upon your life, there is no place for assumption. You must walk in accuracy. That is by the leadership of the Holy Spirit. Father, what will you have me? The Holy Spirit speak to me. And the Holy Spirit will only speak to you when you have a relationship with him. I told you a short story once upon a time. I like changing my voice when I talk to certain people on the phone, people that I know. I just like to prank them. So I have a friend, I haven't heard from him in a while, Michael. I called Michael on a fateful day. I was just feeling good with myself. And I called, is that Mr. Michael Johnson? He said, yes. I said, I'm calling you from the United States of America consular office. You could hear him adjusting himself at the other end. And I began to talk. I said, we have granted you an international status of visa, blah, 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 blah. You know, the question you will have asked is, did he apply? And the man began to talk. And I said, are you ready to resume? We are aware that you're a lawyer. We are setting you up with the office in New York. And it was not good what I did. He was completely lost. And he said, yes. I said, so where are you right now? Are you ready to come? I said, Michael, now what for you? Michael, this is Bjorn. He said, Bjorn. You know, when someone is tempted to say God will punish you, but they don't know how not to say it. He said, Bjorn, but why now? If Michael had been in touch with me after law school, like we intended, he would have picked my voice. Jesus said, my sheep hear my voice, and they know. They follow my direction. The reason why we can be deceived is when we stop hearing the voice of the Father and we ignore the voice of the Son. You will not be able to hear the commandment, rise now, night is coming. Night is coming talks about an intended incident that will endanger the existence of your being. Night is coming talks about an intended incident or a situation that will impact your life. You will not hear rise now. I called my dad on the phone. I changed my voice. Is this Chief Sofa Mujo? My dad said, Biodun, what is wrong with you? I said, Daddy, how is it that you do? He said, you came from me. Change your voice countless times. I know you. The way he said, I'm like, this man is proud. But the truth of the matter is that he knows.